Hello, thank you so much for joining me on this short spring Moscow stroll. So, I told you almost everything I know about Russian men, but we want to cover this story from all angles, so I'm introducing my mate Tim, who's going to share his knowledge of Russian women.
Friends, I have dated literally dozens of Russian women. Heck, I may already be in the triple digits, and well, I've been dumped by them all, which gives me a wealth of practical dating advice about what not to do while dating a Russian woman. So here's how you can learn from my mistakes. 1. Don't be cheap. Being a Westerner in Russia is still prestigious. This inferiority complex Russians have is very bad for Russian society, but has been a real winner for my sex life. Russian girls see you as a golden ticket to a life of comfort and riches. The problem comes when the millionaire won't spend thousands or even hundreds of dollars on them. You'll be labeled as a cheapskate and blocked over WhatsApp forever. 2. Don't ever tell her you like Russia. Russians consider us to be naive twits. If you tell a Russian girl that you want to live here in Russia, she will just laugh. When she realizes you're not kidding, it's time for her to go back to Tinder. Trust me, her dream of living in California is much more important than you are. 3. Don't underestimate the language barrier. Don't be fooled into thinking you won't need to learn Russian because your girlfriend supposedly speaks English. Miscommunication can kill a relationship. Case in point. Many years ago, my ex-girlfriend tried to tell me the following in English. Tim, ты хрюкаешь, как свинка, пока спишь. Ты такой милый вообще-то. What came out of her mouth in her limited English was, you oink like pig. The thing is, I only found this out many years later after she and I argued over why we broke up. She was actually a completely different person on the inside, but her bad English made her seem completely different from who she actually was. Pichal. Number 4, don't be a feminist. In America, we were taught to treat women as equals, i.e., like other men. The problem is that men aren't particularly kind or caring towards each other. Russian women want you to constantly worry about them, make sure they're comfortable, and, well, take care of them in general. If you treat a Russian woman like one of your bros, you're done. Number 5, never make any promises until you have to. If you ever make a promise to a Russian woman, no matter what the circumstances are, if they change or not, even if you're on the ground bleeding out, you must still go through with it 100% or she'll never, ever forgive you. One time I borrowed $7 from my girlfriend's classmate and promised to pay her back. I sort of forgot about it, and after the hangover wore off, she called me. She used every Russian swear word in the book and never spoke to me again. However, the day before, she was discussing having kids with me. Number 6, don't buy into the Russian woman mystique. Russian women have been hyped up for so long that it has gotten to their heads. If you start staring in awe at a gorgeous, classy Russian woman on a date, you will seem like a big wimp. Even if you're fat, broken, balding like I am, make sure that that 20-year-old swimsuit model that you're dating knows who the real catch is. Number 7, don't forget that everything you do is on purpose. Russian women believe that everything you do is a conscious action and has everything to do with them. If you forget to take out the garbage, buy light red roses instead of dark red ones, buy her clothing in the wrong size, etc., for her internally, this has some grandiose, horrific connotations, worth flipping out over, sometimes even in public. Nothing her boyfriend does can ever happen by accident. Conversely, this means that maybe everything the ladies do is part of a grand master plan against us. Maybe it's all just projection. Tim, maybe you were dumped 100+ times because you're an insensitive weirdo. That is 100% correct. All my relationships crashed and burned because of me. I am tall, successful, very good at speaking, and quite confident, but I'm also a self-centered, angry redneck loner. And that's why I've had so many first dates and so few second ones. Thankfully though, foreign guy, you are not me. You still have a chance, and if you take my advice, you can find the Lena or Natasha of your dreams and have lots of kids with them during a long and happy marriage. But one thing, seriously, never act cheap. Never.